This is the Mistress Carrie Situation Report for October 2nd, 2024. Over the weekend, Pearl Jam gave their cover of Wayne Cochran's Last Kiss an unexpected twist at the Ohana Music Festival when Eddie Vedder's youngest daughter, Harper, joined in with the band to mash it up with Taylor Swift's The Best Day. You can watch the performance online. Eddie Vedder introduced his daughter on stage, saying, "We've had so much diversity on both stages in the last few days. We just had special guest Andrew Watt playing guitar on Rearview Mirror, but I realized it's been a while since we had a powerful young woman on stage with us. So my pal Harper is here to help me out." Kerry King has announced a slew of 2025 North American solo dates. Joining him on the road starting in January, Municipal Waste and Alien Weaponry. The tour kicks off in San Francisco on January 15th and comes to a close February 22nd in Las Vegas. That includes a date on February 4th in Boston at Royale. Former singer of Queensryche, Geoff Tate, has announced U.S. dates for his Operation Mindcrime The Final Chapter Tour, which will see him performing the band's classic album in full for one final time. The first leg of the tour begins March 18th in Tucson and finishes up April 25th in Boise, Idaho. Tickets go on sale this Friday to the general public on Geoff Tate's website. The only appearances in New England are in Hartford, Connecticut at Infinity Hall on October 8th of next year and in Fairfield, Connecticut at Sacred Heart Theater on October 12th. Ozzy Osbourne and Sharon, Jack, and Kelly will make a rare autograph signing and pro photo op appearance at the horror film convention Son of Monsterpalooza at the Marriott Burbank Convention Center in Burbank, California, coming up October 12th and 13th. Ozzy, a founding member of Black Sabbath in 1968, was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as a member of the band in 2006 and is going to be inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as a solo artist the following week in Cleveland. Next year's Sonic Temple Art and Music Festival is continuing to announce headliners, taking place May 8th through the 11th at the historical Crew Stadium in Columbus, Ohio. So far, the lineup includes May 8th with Killswitch Engage, Trivium, Sevendust, and All That Remains. May 9th will feature Metallica, Rob Zombie, Alice Cooper, Testament, and Arch Enemy. May 10th will feature Hollywood Undead, I Prevail, The Devil Wears Prada, Hoobastank, Trust Company, and Citizen Soldier. While May 11th will feature Metallica, Alice in Chains, Chevelle, Ice Nine Kills, Obituary, and Power Trip. Bush announced they're set to commemorate the 30th anniversary of their groundbreaking debut album, 16 Stone, with a special vinyl reissue. The new set arrives on November 22nd and is available for pre-order. The album, released on December 6, 1994, was certified 7 times platinum. The album features hits like Glycerine, Come Down, Machine Head, Everything Zen, and Little Things. Sean Diddy Combs faces an avalanche of lawsuits with 120 men and women reportedly preparing to sue him for sexual assault, sex trafficking, false imprisonment, and more. Attorney Tony Busby announced the lawsuits in a press conference yesterday, noting the alleged victims dated back to 1991, adding many of his clients claim they have been drugged by Diddy before their assaults and that several were minors, including one person who was 9 years old at the time of the events. The lawyer added that he hoped the civil trials would shed light on Diddy's accomplices in the entertainment industry, saying, quote, "I expect through this process, many powerful people will be exposed. Many dirty secrets will be revealed." On the latest episode of Rare Form Radio, the podcast had an in-depth conversation with Dave Navarro's best friend, Todd Newman, in which the two of them went into details of what happened at the now infamous Friday the 13th brawl on stage in Boston. According to the interview, there was another punch that happened backstage, which seems to have put a nail in the coffin of Jane's addiction. Saying, quote, "That being said, I do think it will be a very long time before we see Perry Farrell and Dave Navarro share a stage again. And I think it's likely to be even longer before we see Eric Avery take the stage with any of them again." And Martin Lenoble, bassist for Porno For Pyros, also slammed his bandmate Perry Farrell in the wake of the onstage fight with Jane's addiction, saying in a series of tweets, He branded Perry Farrell the worst frontman I've ever worked with, noting that he had worked with a multitude of notoriously difficult singers, saying, quote, "I can unequivocally say that Perry has been the worst frontman I've ever worked with. Always a kind word followed by shitty actions. The fish rots from the head down. I still don't understand how he channeled some of those great lyrics and vocals on the first two Jane's Addiction records. And I've worked with some difficult singers." He also said, "I judge people by their actions, not by their banter about spirituality." And that's your sit rep. For more details on all of the stories, check the links in the show notes of this episode. And don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe to the Mistress Carrie Podcast. New full-length episodes come out every Wednesday. Episode 226, featuring Chris Daughtry from Daughtry, is available now.